Alright, and we're back with some PES 16 MyClub. And I've been doing some offline simming, in fact quite a bit of it, because as you guys can see we're now in Division 6. I believe previously we were either in 8 or 9. And cool thing I found was that I was doing things all wrong as far as team spirit is concerned. I was trying to do it similar to team chemistry in FIFA, where I was doing it based off leagues and nationalities, and someone online explained that that's not really the gist here in PES. It's more of a strategic notion. So basically, you find players that match your manager's style of attack and defense tactics, and that's how spirit is increased, and also just familiarity with one another on the team. So I found this cool thing where you can actually go ahead into squad management and build a squad with the best possible team spirit. And I continue to do that and also assign people on contract. I used the 1 and 2 star contracts that were just lying around and saw if I could get anyone that I could add to improve team spirit. So let's take a look at who we're dealing with right now. So we got ourselves this guy, Giva, who is Brazilian, and he's now our center fielder. Vasconcelos and Dill, which are the computer generated guys, are our left and right midfielders. And then Mbolo, despite the fact that he would obviously be better as a striker, was put in the attacking midfielder. And then a defensive midfielder, we've got ourselves a DMF and a center back. Hamid Eldin, who is a defensive midfielder, plays right back. Ayatollah, who's a right midfielder, and this doesn't make much sense to me, but for whatever reason, this is the way that the computer laid it out. And then you got Manol, who's a center back, Byrne, who's a center back, and Azevedo, who is a white goalkeeper, but for whatever reason, he has the most team spirit with everyone else, so he was placed there. As you guys can see, we've got Schwarzer on the bench, but for whatever reason, Schwarzer brings the team spirit down. So, that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go into contracts. So what I've done is I've left 10 contracts, and what I did this time is anytime I got a 1 or 2 star negotiation category, I just went and I used it then and there. So everything that we have now is 3 stars or 5 stars. I don't see anything that's 4 stars, but again, we're going to go one by one because we're looking for just more players at this point to see if we can boost things up. But I understand that you can combine these. And I think what I was going to originally say is that I don't even know if this will make things any better. Just because negotiation request is a 3, could we still land on white balls and stuff? Very possible. But one thing I did do is I went and I added player slots, so we could definitely add all of these guys to my club in the best case scenario. I think the way to do it, let's see, we've got 3 abilities, 2 tactics, 2 league, and 2 position. So let's just go through them. We'll go every other one, I guess, to keep things interesting. So let's start with French League. Negotiation request. Let's do it. Alright, there's that black ball back there with the gold ball. And our first player will be a... Missed the gold ball, missed the black ball. Not a silver. Looks like it's going to be a bronze. Not too great of a start. And it's Gon Galvez, who plays for Laval in France. He's a 58 defensive midfielder. But hey, for now, we'll go ahead and add to my club. And then once we generate a squad again, because that's the easiest way to do it, we'll see if there's a place for him or if he needs to be released, converted to trainer, etc. Okay, negotiation request next is, whoops, I was saying every other one. So position, defensive midfielder, negotiation request. And there's the black ball back there. There it is. Of course. One before the gold ball, and it's Lair Tora from Argentina, Arsenal FC. Does he actually play for the Arsenal? I can't say I've heard of this guy. Anyways, confirm. No, it looks like a different one. Add to my club members. Alright, abilities, attacking prowess, negotiation request. Let's do it. Alright, there's the black ball right there. Wow, almost missed it. And was that a bad? Yep. Get ourselves a white ball. Some guy named Rio from FC Sochaux Montbéliard. And he's a 56 attacking midfielder. I don't really think we'll have any use for him. So he's been released. That was fast. Alright. Next we have another abilities one. Yep. And it is the jump ability. Let's go ahead and negotiate that. Alright, there's that black ball back there. Gold ball, black ball, silver, baby? No. And we get another white goalkeeper, and it's El Shanawi from Egypt. Yeah, I don't think we'll have any use for him. 58 overall goalkeeper. Whoops, not what I wanted to do. I'll release him. Yep. That was unfortunate. So let's keep this 5-star. Let's keep this 5-star. Let's do one of these tactics one. So let's start. We'll keep the attacking one for later since I feel like that's more exciting. Okay, negotiation request. And then the black ball, we just missed it. There's the gold ball. Alright, black ball is coming around. There we go. Missed some silvers, missed the gold ball. Oh no. Oh yes. Another white ball. Loftus Cheek from London FC. Center midfielder, 54 overall. I don't think there's much we can really do with him. So we'll go ahead and say goodbye to you, sir. Alright, and we're down to 5, so let's go. I mean, I want to keep these 5-star ones for the end just to see if they really do provide more value, but we'll start with a Spanish League player negotiation request. And there's the gold ball, here's the black ball. And it's a bronze, not great. Who is it? Alex Garcia from CD Mirandas. The 57 left midfielder. We'll leave him for now. Maybe he'll have chemistry that I don't know about. Add to my club. Alright, then we have a right back. Negotiation request. There's the black ball back there. Alright, let's see where it lands. Missed the silver. Of course it's going to stop one short of the black ball. And it is going to be Hunt from South Yorkshire Blues. I'm sure that's not his real name. 59 right back. Sorry, his real name. That is his real name. It's not his real club. Alright. Well, as I was saying, for now we'll just keep adding things to my club. And finally we have counter attack for attacking styles. Negotiation request. Alright. There's the black ball. Missed the silvers. Missed the gold. Black ball. One before, one after. Of course, that's what this game does. And we get a guy from Guadalupe. Plays for Paris FC. Obviously, we don't need that. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, come on. One before the black, one after the black. That's what this game does, I guess. Alright, so let's go with right leg and then ball winning. Negotiation request. Right, so it just means that whoever we get, I guess, will have that way up, that stat, but that doesn't say anything about the rarity, and looks like a bunch of bronzes. I can't even get to the silver ball. And who is this guy? Merlot from Huachipato, and he's a 60 overall center back. Alright, well, we'll add him to my club. And then finally, can we at least end it on a good note? We've got 5-star ability for ball winning. Is it going to stop one before the black or the gold or one after? who knows with this game. Here's the black ball. Silver, silver. Okay, so it's going to be at least a silver player for ball winning, and it's going to be Arcaio from Sao Paulo. Can't say I've ever heard of him, but he's a 66 overall center back. Alright, so nothing too great there. But what we'll do is we'll add him to MyClub. Alright, so now as you guys can see, we have no scouts left for players. Now what we're going to do now is we have an 89 overall team. And I'm going to do exactly what I was talking about. Whoops, pressed the wrong button. So we're going to go to squad management. We're going to say that this first squad, and as you guys can see, is not a particularly good one. That's the one that I kind of, doesn't have enough registered players. Really? Back. Okay. Anyways, so edit. Well, let's fix that first. I must have released someone who was on the bench or something. Oh, I guess it's still using squad 2. Ah, wrong button. Square, not X. Okay. So, square. Squad 1. We're going to select this squad. I probably released someone off of the bench. That's why it's complaining. Let's see. Right. So, I accidentally released 2 people. So let's just go ahead and fill them up with... I'm guessing this was someone who was RMF. So put RMF, CMF, DMF. So this was probably a DMF or a center back. Let's put this guy, Rodrigo Caio, sure. Okay, so that's that. And we're just doing this as a placeholder, so I mean this doesn't really mean anything for us anyways. So now we're going to go ahead and delete these auto-generated squads, and you'll see in a sec why. So we'll delete both of them, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to we're going to go ahead and click create new, right, squad 2. We're going to select our original trainer first, and we'll do it with both of them. So I found that team spirit, I mean, is greatly influential in how it plays, despite the team strength, because I mean, you're matched based on similar levels, and I feel like it takes strength into account. So team spirit is something that's not really taken into account, I feel. And look at that, we have 90 team spirit now. So let's see what changes were made. So we've got this Lertora guy in, Manuel, and Hunt is in. Okay. Interesting. Who's on the bench for us? So we've got Schwarzer, Del Monte, Merlo, Zainal, Rodrigo Caio, Demjanovic, Heston. Okay, so a whole bunch of center back options and that. And then the other thing I do just for brevity is that we go ahead, switch squad, we create another one. And something I guess I forgot to mention is that I got this other coach because I was thinking that the issue was the coach when it was really the team spirit. So with this guy, I also try and create one with team spirit, because if I can get a situation where there's got a good amount of team spirit and I've got a coach with more management skills, I mean, why wouldn't I take that opportunity? But so far, like, look at this. He's got a 73 and the other one's got a 90. And in particular, if we look at this, we've got ourselves Vasconcelos, Mbolo, Dill, Heston, Ortiz, Hamid Aldin, Gabri Selassie, Zainal, Byrne, Dominguez, Azevedo. Then on the bench with this guy we have Perez, Wilkinson, Merlo, Menezes, Jenis, Ayatollah, and Giva. So I guess one of the things to note is it up to me now to have this guy do a bunch of matches with the team to get the team spirit higher because of the lack of familiarity? I mean, we've played so many games with Hemaz as our bench boss and not really any with this Amaral guy. I think we just did 2. So maybe that's really the big difference. But I feel like as long as I keep playing with Hemaz, at least in Sim, maybe as I get more players, or maybe at some point they'll just come where team spirit will be high enough for Amaral, then I can go ahead and use him. But now, having done those things, we can go ahead and pick this as our active squad and also as our cloud match squad, because I mean, with that kind of chemistry, right, not really much bad things can be said about that. So we'll go ahead and pick that as our squad. And then the final step is just to go through, because we don't really need all of these guys potentially. So as you guys can see, these guys are all suited up. So that's that. In this case, we have all of these guys, but they're not really being used. And we got Real Oviedo, so we got 3 AMFs. I mean, Dill was being used. Bedia was not used. So let's take Bedia since, or should I? Not even sure if I should take Bedia or Valdivia and do something with them, but I guess it doesn't really look like, if Valdivia was really someone who could do something for us, he would be in the squad, I imagine, although we did it by team spirit. So gold ball or not, I don't know. I think that we can go ahead and, what will we get? Or do we want to convert him into a trainer, right? Now we can actually use him to boost someone else up. So let's see, if we release him, we'll get 920. That's not really much value, to be frank, so I think if anything what we'll do is we will take him and we'll convert him into a trainer. He'll be a useful trainer. Right, so there we go, there's one guy. We have these 2 guys, but Dale wasn't used before. So looks like Garcia is not being used, and clearly the other 2 guys are superior, so we'll go ahead with this guy. We'll take him. We can just release him because we'll actually get some GPs, not one of the computer generated ones. Alright, we've got our 2 of these. This is where it gets interesting because we just got 2 guys, but Hamid Aldina and Ortez have definitely done a role for us. It looks like Marcone is never getting any time, and neither is this guy. Wasn't put in the squad. So, because I already auto-generate several times, and this Marcone has been on the team for some time, and he hasn't really gotten picked for anything. So, that being said, we'll take these 2 guys and we'll release them. Alright, so as you guys can see, at 600 because we didn't originally have these guys. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it looks like, well, Wilkinson's not in this squad, he's in the other squad. Merlot is in the squad, and so is Del Monte. So I don't actually know what to do with, let's see, maybe I missed over, right, so we already have 2 right backs. We have 3 left backs, but let's see, just looking at the versatility, this guy is always playing, right, level 1. So the question is between these 2 guys, do we want a more balanced guy or do we want Turan? I'd say we probably want more balance, so we'll probably go ahead and let Turan go, and hopefully that won't cost us down the road. And then now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my goodness, 8 of them. Okay, so I mean, look at how much we've already used Fiola, though. But they're saying that Rodrigo Cayo would fit our, and look at him, he's 66. And then Wilkinson has just not been selected. So yeah, I guess we'll say that we basically replaced, because he's level 26, this guy's level 1, he's already only 3 away. So we'll say that we replaced these 2 guys. This guy's level 3, and yeah. So we'll go ahead and, release these guys, and there we go. So now we're back down to 30 guys, and not all of them are dressed, but we kind of have the give in various areas, so to speak. And we'll just wrap it up by taking a look at our squad once more. Right, so things remain almost the same from what I've been seeing in the simulation things. We just have the addition of Hunt and Lair Torah. Alright, and on that note, we will go ahead and end it until the next one. We are out.